This is preferredfutures.com. You're on the course Self-Compassion. This is Lesson 3, Being Human. Lesson 2 looked at taking the time to observe our thoughts and feelings a little more at a distance, and that was through practicing mindfulness. This lesson examines how to find room for the kind of self-reflection that allows us to be gentle to ourselves. Research shows that a passion for learning rather than a hunger for self-approval appears to be the best path to achieving and being happy at the same time. Nobody's perfect, and it can be unhealthy to aim for perfection. Wikipedia tells us, perfection in psychology is a broad personality style characterized by a person's concern with striving for flawlessness and perfection, and is accompanied by critical self-evaluations and concerns regarding others' evaluations. Originally, it was considered mostly a healthy and dynamic trait, and so the go-to answer in the interview question, "What is one of your weaknesses?" was, "I'm a perfectionist," followed by a self-deprecating smile. However, data shows that perfectionism drives people to be concerned with achieving unattainable ideals or unrealistic goals, often leading to many forms of adjustment problems. One in particular is blaming yourself for the types of mistakes everybody makes. On the other hand, a benefit of not being a perfectionist but a compromiser is that opportunity often lies in things not going to plan. As the TV artist Bob Ross frequently said, "There are no mistakes, just happy accidents." Of course, it's easier for an artist to say that than a brain surgeon. But the act of looking for opportunity in the mistakes we make is plain healthy. The basketball player Michael Jordan emphasizes this in an advertisement for Nike where he says, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Carol Dweck, the Lewis and Virginia Eaton Professor of Psychology at Stanford University, states that there are two types of people, those with a growth mindset and those with a fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that abilities are mostly innate and interpret failure as a lack of the necessary basic abilities, while those with a growth mindset believe that they can acquire any given ability provided they invest effort or study. An individual's mindset impacts how they face and cope with challenges. Rather than making excuses, or even worse, blaming themselves, according to Dweck, individuals with a growth mindset are more likely to continue working hard despite setbacks. Further, Dweck argues that the growth mindset will allow a person to live a less stressful and more successful life. Later in this lesson, the Brain Pickings article explains Dweck's ideas in some detail. Christopher Bergland, a world-class endurance athlete and coach, sees it the same way. He reports that people with a fixed mindset, who believe that their intelligence and abilities are less fluid, tend to beat themselves up and get stuck by dwelling on failures. A fixed mindset is also linked to a lack of self-compassion, in which failure can create a demotivating downward spiral of hopelessness and low self-esteem. On her website, Dr. Kristin Neff sums it up like this. Self-compassionate people recognize that being imperfect, failing, and experiencing life difficulties is inevitable, so they tend to be gentle with themselves when confronted with painful experiences, rather than getting angry when life falls short of set ideals. Most mistakes we make are pretty harmless, and sometimes even work out for the best. So in this lesson there is a challenge to observe your mistakes as dispassionately as you can in order to deliberately learn from them. Also, if you can accept your mistakes as part of being a wonderful, fallible human, then you are one step closer to accepting others as wonderful, fallible humans. Have a great day.